Needs no introduction. We're all here to see Splash. We're all very excited. And, you know, when you think about something, when you think about somebody like Splash, you think of, obviously, talent. You think of more innovation. He's worked with Guns N' Roses. He's worked with artists from Michael Jackson all the way to Herbie. He's been at Velvet Revolver. He's continued to innovate and really get better over the last 20, 25 years. It's been an incredible career for us. We're very, very excited to have him here. We're also excited to have John Roberts, who started right here in Toronto as a DJ. We also got Kira Ghost, who's a multiple Emmy Award winner from CNN as well. Thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to having them all here. Guys, want to come on up? Without further ado, please help me welcome John, Kira.
Are you nervous? We did, yeah. So you did it? Ultimate interrogation. So you did it, you got it yesterday afternoon. Canada's place that you're very familiar with. Yeah, but one of your early great memories of Toronto. Where's the book, by the way? First of all, plug the book. If you want a great story about a rock and roll life, this is the one. This is the biography. The autobiography you wrote sort of put to rest all the rumors, right? Yeah,
What do you want to shut everybody up about?
Oh, there was a point there on the internet where there was a lot of abstract going around that was completely inaccurate.
What do you think the most inaccurate thing was going on out there in the roses?
Oh, I think the biggest one is always this, that there's this reunion going.
You mean you and Axlar can have a reunion? Oh, so it's the hell with that.
It gets to be annoying after a while. Well, we've got a solo project that's coming out next month that we want to talk about. First of all, hey, listen, because you're in Canada, let's really quote from the book here.
Yeah, we got
it. I have to understand. I haven't read that.
So you might forget what you wrote? How many Canadians in the house? Funny, when Flash the guy came Roland Luther a while ago, he wrote in his book, you know, in Canada, nothing shocked us, but we shocked everyone. Too often, I felt like we were the Blues Brothers in that scene when they show up and play the redneck bar, and they're pummeled with beer bottles. We had the attitude to back it up whenever we found ourselves unexpectedly in a hostile environment, which was good because a few times we did.
And he goes on to say, even when we did it all across Canada, we got weird looks wherever we showed up. Like, what do you remember that first tour cry? It was like, you know, with this game with a bunch of kids that just rolled into the camera, sort of bad manners and cool. Anyway, and so you know, we continued in a relatively decent hotel, sort of walking and everybody's like, okay, so look at this. You know, and we're not Canadians, we're like our outsiders completely. But, you know, we sort of forced ourselves upon Canadians, and that was our first tour. And we became really popular. That was been an interesting country from the aspect, and my first experience was when we started with new music back in 1979. And Canada was seen as kind of a bridge between British or European sensibilities and what was going on in the States, and you. Being of both British and American heritage, I thought, you know, might have an interesting perspective on where Canada fit in terms of being that bridge and how you saw it as a rock star. I was not aware of the bridge myself. I think because I didn't have a real knowledge of sort of Canadian history or Canadian history in rock and roll or anything like that. The one thing that I did notice about Canada is it's just very, we were talking about it, very passive, it's being open-minded. Oh yeah, they proved that at the Olympics with the very passive. It's a great overall drinking community, and so they got history for readily accepted, and that was that, yeah. But I definitely have that sort of obviously British kind of thing, and so I got recognized as being more of a British guitar player than an American guitar player for some reason. So I just thought that was sort of cool. I started in Canada. So let's talk about the album that's coming up. Solo album, April 6th is still the release date. Slash is also Carlos Santana. Slash, the guitar player, you guys are Ozzy Osbourne, Kid Rock, and Phil Lester from Motorhead, Fergie, Adam Levine from Maroon 5. What was that whole process like?
This was fun. It was very liberating making this record because I got to be sort of the captain of my own ship and, sort of write all the music. I didn't have a bridge without the name, not like, hey, can you fill in? Have another guy in the band to sort of lean on. So it was fun, and then I would write the music and think who would be the right singer for that particular piece of music, and whoever's name would come up, and sort of get the nerve to contact me and do the whole spiel. And it was like, hey, well, I'm doing this record, and I got this song, and I think it was sound great on it, and I'll send it to you if you want to hear it. And you're waiting there, you got your fingers crossed. But I was really fortunate. They were really sort of welcoming. And I would just send the song to them, and if they liked it, then we were off and running. And I managed to sort of score all the way across the board.
Did any of these artists surprise you in any way when you heard them, when you worked with them, knowing what you knew about them in the past, when you were all together? Did you kind of sit back and go, wow, I didn't know he could do that, or she could do that, or this is really cool?
Well, yeah, there was, off the top of my head, there was a couple of experiences. Obviously, the people that you wouldn't expect me to be paired with. So you have like Adam Levine. He's somebody that I sort of knew, but I just knew him to get voice. So he's sort of way from the other side of the fence. And I had this particular piece of music that was way different than all the rest, and sort of slow and ballady and all that. And I was really attached to it. And his voice really came to mind when I was writing the song. So I called him up, and I thought he's going to hate it. So I was totally prepared for the rejection. And also, I was a little nervous because I was stepping way out of my record, this was a typical rock. Anyway, but I sent it to him, and he fell in love with the song right away. So we did very little in the way of rearranging the music, and he came down to the studio and did this amazing one-take small vocal, which tripped me out because, I'm sort of used to watching guys in the studio sort of Pro Tools and stuff like that or whatever. So this was a real sort of moment for this guy saying in an angelic voice all the way throughout the whole song. He stopped once to comment. That was it. So that was a trip. And then Fergie was the only one who I've known her for the last about 4 years or something like that. And I went and did a fundraiser with Black Eyed Peas in Avalon in Hollywood. A bunch of different celebrities getting up and singing songs. And we did this rock medley. And at soundcheck, I showed up, it was just, they said we want to do the medley of Believe in the Die, Black Dog, Eric, something else. Anyway, and so Fergie I didn't know, and I just got my own, in my head. And originally I thought she was Puerto Rican, until I heard it, and she was this white girl from Orange County. And so we got up and we started doing Black Dog, and she threw out this voice that just kicked my ass. And from that point on, I started staying close to Fergie because she's got one of the best female rock voices I've heard in God knows how long.
So the track she did is Beautiful Dangerous.
Yeah.
And you said that when people hear this, they're going to be surprised at what she can do.
Yeah, originally when the rumor was out that I was doing something with Fergie, everybody threw up their arms and thought I'd gone completely pop. Which, I'm a rock guy, don't worry about that ever happening. But I just knew there was this thing in her that people are going to dig when they hear it. And it was great for her, too, because she's never had the forum to be able to express herself that way. So it was a good pairing. Yeah. And then there was all the other experiences all along the making of the record. Having Iggy Pop come down, working side by side with Ozzy, which is a voice that I've been listening to since my early rebellious days, taking acid when being 13, Iran and shit. So, all these were really great experiences. It was a real honor.